So the memory circuit or the latching circuit is one of the building blocks in automation and control. You see this used throughout a lot of programs in PLC, and like I said, it is one of the foundations of understanding and learning controls. And I have a follower who's trying to get a relay to stay latched in, so I thought this will be a good opportunity to have it set up for a quick demo to go through the wiring and how I wired it up. And I also did a little schematical drawing here. There isn't much to it. We have our power supply, our relay, two terminal blocks. The terminal blocks are not really needed, but my follower is using terminal blocks and he would like terminal blocks included in them. So that's why I threw in these terminal blocks. We have our stop push button, our start push button. Just to reference the drawing, our power supply right there, the positive side for our terminal block, the negative side for our terminal block, and these are jumpers. This right here is a jumper. This is a jumper. That's why they're drawn like that. The jumpers are just to make the terminal block all the same. So we bring in 24 volts here into one of the terminal here, put the jumper, and now all of these are 24 volts positive. Same for the negative. We bring in our negative side, throw a jumper on there, and all of these has become negative. And of course, there's our relay right there. And then stop and start. And there's our stop button, our start button. So let's identify our first wire. Our first wire here, we have 24 volts coming into our stop push button. So if we look over here, this is our 24 volt positive terminal block, and we are bringing in this wire into our stop push button, and that is this wire right here. You can also see it here. It's this wire coming into our stop button from our 24 volt terminal block. So we got it highlighted because we got that wire identified. Something I should point out too, using a highlighter to highlight circuits that you've already tested in the field is also a really good and handy tool to use. That way you know that you've already tested this point, that point, and when you're troubleshooting in the field. Of course, don't mark it on the original print though. Always make a copy and you can mark that copy all you want. Moving on, we can see here that from our stop button, we have two wires coming out, one going to our start and one going into the normally open side contact on our relay. If we look down here, see that we have one wire going to our start and one wire going to a set of normally open contact from our relay here. If you look at the stop button itself, one wire parallels out to our start button and one wire goes into a set of normally open contacts on our relay. So this contact from here, point from here to here, is normally open. I'm using contact points 12 and 8. You can see there that it is a normally open set of contacts. And we have those wires identified. One goes to the start, one goes to the normally open set of contact, one side of it. And on the visual drawing, stop to start, and another wire paralleling out to our normally open set of contacts. So now let's find this wire that goes from our start to the A1 side of our relay. Here's here, comes out from our start button, and it goes to the positive side or the A1 side of our relay, and that is the terminal right there. So that is now identified, and here it is down on the drawing. The wire goes right to A1. And now this wire here, to complete our memory or our latching circuit, it comes out from our normally open contact point into A1. Here's the wire coming out from our normally open contact. We see that we have this wire running directly into A1. And looking at our drawing here, we have that wire coming out from our normally open contact into A1. And then this last wire here is just our wire that returns back to the negative side of our power supply from our relay or A2 side. Our A2 side, the negative side, goes to the negative terminal block, and then from the negative terminal block, it just goes back to our black lead which is the negative on our power supply. And that is it. We have our negative wires identified. And that completes the whole circuit. It looks something like this when we test it. We hit our start. After we release our start, our relay remains latched in. If we want to turn our relay off, we just hit the stop and it shuts it off. Hit start, we can release it and it maintains energized. So there's a memory circuit or a latching circuit for you guys. Until next time, deuces.